Where is Adeboye? Even the daughter is the president's wife, the spiritual daughter. What is he telling them? The same Adeboye went to the US the other day to campaign. I mean, Christian leader, what are they doing? They are not doing enough, Esther. Bayo cannot receive such a letter, and he did not roll out the drums and start doing party in Aso Rock. It's not possible. The way they pamper the terrorists, you would think that there is an agreement between them. That the US is now fighting our battles for us, Esther. Nnamdi Kanu never tried 1/4 of what this guy did.
The FG is even proposing a death sentence for Nnamdi Kanu.
Exactly.
Justice Omotosho said he decided to use clemency.
So you can imagine. He didn't do it well. He didn't do it well. If that what he said, though.
That's what you wrote on YouTube.
It's a lie.
Is that what you wrote?
It's a lie.
I want to see.
It's a lie. I want to see. Go and think well, though.
I want to see Bamidele. Go and get joy. You need joy in your life.
In fact, I withdraw my bottle. You withdraw your bottle? Yeah.
Because you didn't understand what he said.
What are you telling me?
Then you called him your brother.
No, somebody, a typical Yoruba person will interpret that thing better.
Oh, so you're saying that I want to see is not Yoruba?
He didn't get it right.
Please, anybody that understands this, please let us know. Barrister is disputing, I want to say.
There. And that name, in fact, they are similar. There was even a film, Bodo there. You know that film, it's a Yoruba film. So go and watch that film. What are you
I want to see you indirectly insulting our amiable barrister. I want to see.
Leave him.
Go and adopt Joyo.
That will tell you that
go and embrace Joyo.
When you say Didiri, are you
Didiri?
I mean, somebody, yes. Is that not what?
I must learn abuse in Yoruba. I must learn it. If you fire me one, I fire you 20.
That is how to learn a language, the bad side of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a reaction to the conversation this evening very quickly. The Barrister Darlington Agwumor is my analyst this evening. Barrister, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Welcome to the World News at 6, Barrister Darlington. Another Thursday where we get to look at issues right bedeviling Nigeria's polity. Let's first of all start off with the fact that the Oriwe abductors, those who provided information, they have already, the court process was expedited, accelerated, and they've been sentenced to life. Is this not one of the kind of developments that is required when it comes to dealing with terrorists? Yeah,
the judgment, as long as it passed through the court process, I am okay on that. But the life sentence is what I don't understand.
Okay.
And I thank God that the DSS is doing the needful. They want to challenge it.
Yeah, and so they want death penalty.
Good. And which they rightly deserve. I don't know why the judge gave them life sentence. Because Nnamdi Kanu that they gave the same life sentence didn't go this far. Nnamdi Kanu never tried 1/4 of what this guy did.
The FG is even proposing a death sentence for Nnamdi Kanu.
Exactly.
Justice Omotosho said he decided to use clemency.
So you can imagine. So from day one, these terrorists are being given a soft landing. From all indication, Esther. And it's very, very annoying. From all indication, these guys are being given soft landing by the federal government of Nigeria. That is why they are waxing stronger. They don't even believe that what they are doing is wrong. You know, the way they thought, the way they behave, the way they even... In fact, generally, these guys is like they are very sure that somebody will protect them. That is why they are acting with so much impunity, with arrogance. And at the end of the day, our fears are being validated the way the federal government is treating them. Look, none of these guys should be given any sentence, either life, death sentence, because in America that is helping us, they don't give them this type of privilege. Because when you say life, that means you are going to be feeding them with taxpayers' money. They are going to constitute a drain in our national resources and treasury. So on what ground is that happening? For people who have killed, not once, not twice, not 3 times. You want to go and keep them there so that we'll be using our money to be feeding them. No, it is wrong. Seriously, it's wrong. Their brothers who are already in the field, they will be even be visiting them and all that. And they will say, don't worry, you will soon come out. Of course, life sentence means that any government can come into office and say, give you amnesty. Is that not true? That's the meaning. So they know what they are doing. They don't want to actually do away with these guys. The federal government of Nigeria don't want to do away with these guys. Seriously.
But Barrister, I choose to oppose you on this. You can see the DSS strictly having to say, you know what, we don't want this life sentence, death penalty to teach them lessons. So I mean, let's be positive that we're seeing active measures being taken. This is one of the fastest process in actually disposing these guys or doing what is called meta justice on them. Most of the time we hear of other abductions in northern or north central. Sometimes we don't even hear of accelerated judgments on these guys, and then before they even go through any court process, they may have stayed in custody for possibly months, or sometimes even years, possibly a year or two before their case appears in court. We sincerely do appreciate you staying with us, Barrister. We now have a situation where the House of Reps has passed the executive bill on the establishment of state police. They passed the bill today during plenary after it withdrew its own proposed constitutional amendment seeking to establish state police in the country. And this is coming after the Nigerian Senate previously approved its own version, bringing the country closer to a dual policing system designed to combat widespread banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism. Some critics have said that restructuring is gradually getting into the fore. I mean, this is what Tinubu had once promised about when he campaigned, and that gradually restructuring is being introduced. Others say whether restructuring or not, this is good for state policing, where we will not have such tendencies of this insecurity that has ravaged the country. What do you say to this?
It is not too clear for me, because I don't know exactly the need for hurrying this state police.
You don't see the need?
Hurrying it into existence.
But you heard Nigerians clamoring for it because of spike in insecurity.
You didn't hear me, Abi. You didn't hear me.
I'm listening to you, sir.
I said hurrying it into existence. Why not take due diligence in creating this state police so that there will be no hiccup at the end of the day? The clauses we have seen and read, it doesn't spell good. It's not, because if you look at the powers of the president in Abuja, it is still there. That when there is any problem between the governor of the state and the commissioner of police, Abuja will take a final decision. Clearly stated. So, what is the guarantee that even Abuja cannot create a enmity between the governor and the state commissioner of police, only to wade in and take decision? Is that a state police? Esther, is that state police? Go and look at this. Is one of the reasons why Nigeria always get it wrong. Whenever we see something, we will not even take care to study, know what is on ground, know all those landmines they have laid for us. It is when the law start being operated or become operational, you will see people say, no, what? Then they will set up a committee to go and look at it again. Esther, is that not what happens? Even look at this electoral act. Look at the clauses there, Esther. Tomorrow somebody is going to rework that electoral act because of what they put there, especially section 2 about the. So,
Barrister in general, so you're not setting yet as how this will be implemented. You want to see more.
More work should be done. Even the day they passed this, remember, the members said that they were eroded into it. There was no public hearing, nothing. All the due diligence that's supposed to be observed, nobody did it.
All right, Barrister, very quickly. So U.S. Senator Ted Cruz is accusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration and his supporters of spending resources in Washington lobbying instead of stopping attacks on Christians, although we know that it's not just Christians. These individuals have been mutilated. Cruz said that Nigerian officials run a public relations campaign against critics. Anybody who criticizes, their government, they pay money to shut them down or supposedly disparage whatever their concerns are about the loopholes in his administration. And he pushed the Nigerian Religious Freedom Accountability Act 2025 to sanction named officials. So obviously he's saying that rather than government focusing on responding to concerns raised by America, raised by its own people, there are more concerns on doing a PR agenda. I remember, if you recall, one particular security strategist who came to tell us that beyond the $90 million that we heard, that there was another $150 million paid for lobbying. And obviously we're seeing a situation where there's a clash of the best lobbyists. Opposition are lobbying, the federal government is lobbying. Yesterday we just had the article sent documents of the president's drug heroin trafficking situation to the U.S. Congress, and then immediately that evening, just yesterday, Mr. Bayoga released a letter claiming to be that it's from the U.S. President, Mr. Donald Trump, congratulating the president on how he's been handling security. So if you look at what Bayoga just said yesterday, what Mr. Ted Cruz is also saying, there's a contradiction. I mean, Mr. Ted Cruz works in the U.S. as a senator, and then we saw a letter. Now, Tommy Plank is saying this letter does not have Donald Trump's seal, does not have his signature. Trump would have posted or something. That why is the government of the day more interested in international validation and not the validation of its own people?
Do you know the person I blame in all this? It is the Christian and the Christian leadership.
Chai.
They are not doing enough, seriously. All these things that the federal government is doing to cover evil.
You say it's the Christian leadership.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten one of the priests in Benue State who?
They are not doing enough. It's just one person, Esther. One person. Where is the Kuka? Where is Adeboye? Even the daughter is the president's wife, the spiritual daughter. What is he telling them? The same Adeboye went to the US the other day to campaign. I mean, Christian leader, what are they doing? They are not doing enough, Esther. One person cannot represent the entire Christendom in Nigeria. They are not doing enough. I say it with boldness. They are not doing enough. If they are doing enough, the federal government cannot try this thing they are doing. Seriously. The way they pamper the terrorists, you would think that there is an agreement between them. That the US is now fighting our battles for us, Esther. Can you beat that? The US is fighting our battles. So you now ask yourself, where is the Christians? Where is Kanu? Who's supposed to be at the forefront? Kanu should be sending emissaries to US almost every week to tell them what is going on here, but they cannot. Rather, American state officials are fighting our battles for us, Esther. How do you justify that? The federal government is covering these guys, pampering them, pretending. That means they like what they are doing. They are supporting them, Esther. They are supporting them. The federal government of Nigeria, I told you severally, they are complicit in these killings. They are complicit. If not, they will not behave like this. They don't need anybody to be lobbied to expose what is going on here. Look at the amount of money they have spent trying to cover evil men who are killing Nigerians. Evil men. So how can I sit down here and say, okay, yeah, the federal government, they are trying. Trying what? Esther, trying what? They are not doing anything. Seriously. If not, America wouldn't have been the one to pressurize them. Esther, America is telling the federal government to wake up, to deal with people who are killing Nigerians. And they told us they are foreigners, so that they are not from Nigerians. They are not from Nigeria. And these people are killing Nigerians.
But Barrister, I asked the question. You said you only blame Christians, and I believe that Christians have been doing quite a lot talking about this. I remember when the Benue killing happened. There's a Benue man who is an analyst. They've been advocating. There's several groups of them in the diaspora. They may not be active as it is, because you heard what the Ted Cruz is saying, that anybody who criticizes the government, they pay money to criticize them and silence them. There's a PR agenda to criticize and silence critics, and that is what they're spending money on. But if for example, the presidential spokesperson is saying they got a letter and that's commending Tinubu for working with them in terms of tackling insecurity, meaning that Trump is validating Tinubu's efforts in working on the recommendation given. Why is Ted Cruz saying what he's saying? There's a major contrast here. With that letter from who? How come? I mean, it's not Ted Cruz and Riley Moore that are giving the president their own recommendation based on what they have observed is going on in Nigeria concerning tackling the supposed Christian genocide.
In the morning, when I was with Yangur, and I was doing analysis, I made it clear that letter is suspicious. Because the timing alone will tell you all you need to know. That letter couldn't have come on the 6th.
They said it came out on the 6th, and we're surprised that Bayo just released it yesterday.
I'm coming. For such a letter, Bayo no longer cannot receive such a letter, and he did not roll out to the drums and start doing party in Asorok. It's not possible. If that letter had come on the 6th, why did they keep it in the cooler until Atiku now released his own documents? And that was when the dad remember, there was one letter. What was the need for that? Tell me, what was the need to release that letter yesterday? That a letter that came on the 6th of July. Today is 23rd, though. It is not like Bayo Nonoga. I'm not joking. Bayo Nonoga, who is always waiting for the Trump. If Trump cough like this, and the cough sounded like Tinubu, he will say, yes! Donald Trump has just approved Tinubu's administration. Just because the man cough, not to talk of when he now wrote a letter. And you are telling me that all the news media in Nigeria, all the television, you not carry that letter to go and show them.
So in the same note with Chile Frank, that what they released was fake and not true?
It can never be, because it is a contrast to what is going on in America. Esther, it can never be. I have told you, instead of all this looking for somebody to validate you, why not visit Donald Trump? At least.
There's a plan. You heard the ambassador to do that.
We had it before. Esther, we had it before. And you know very well that even in his first comment, you saw that because Rex Tillerson entered Nigeria, Donald Trump fired him. That will tell you how this man loves Nigeria and their leaders. Is that not a fact? So why has Donald Trump not come to Nigeria? Or even have a phone discussion with Tinubu? I mean, you mean Donald Trump is not aware of Tinubu's record in America or what? I don't get it. No, you want to tell me that Donald Trump loves Tinubu so much that for once we have not seen him talking with Donald Trump in any form or shape. Come on. Is that how to do propaganda? Esther, I told you here that Nigeria is we are just, there is in a ship, there's what they call down below. Down below. That's where we are now, down below. That is where we have sunk so deep that Nigerian leaders are now begging for validation. Esther, they are begging for validation. Can you just imagine? Is that leadership? We want America to validate you and you call yourself a leader. Look at how we are just begging, lobbying people to say, yes, you are doing good. Meanwhile, you're not doing any good. What kind of rubbish is that? And you forget that this image is on Nigerians, not just you. It's Nigerians, totally Nigerian. Not you as a leader. It's Nigerians that are being rubbished. Esther, we are worth nothing before the international community.
Every match day, something shifts in this city.
Before the international community, we are just nothing. Because if the leadership is like this, then is it you that they are going to respect?
Like this, wonder shall never end. Yes, so yes, I can never get tired of listening to Barrister Daddy. No, this man, they see the fact. You understand? This man, they see the fact. Yeah, according to Barrister Daddy, he said the only way to learn a language is to learn the bad side. Because if you want the language now the bad one you go, now you first learn before you learn the good one. You understand me? So this is not the Kanu issue. Now because I'm an Igbo man, that's why they did. That's why the federal government do like this. Now because I'm an Igbo man, you understand? Okay, all those terrorists where they have top people, If they catch them now, they'll give them life imprisonment, But later, they go stay there into the society. Who did they catch Mungu? They say they get sense.